celebrating all week, the week of love. We are live. And let me tell you, this audience is lit because a bunch of Texans, I'm told, are in the house. Oh, my goodness. This is what happened. Our next guest calls herself a hopeless romantic. Jennifer Williams is one of the original cast members of the hugely popular VH1 reality series Basketball Wives. The show is created and executive produced by Shawnee Henderson, Shaq's former wife, which she, of course, tells us, and just wrapped up its 11th season in January. Jennifer has shared a lot of her personal life with the world, from public breakups and heartbreaks, even those difficult moments that can be embarrassing when you fall in love. Last November, she was so brave. Jennifer shared her story of falling victim to a romance scam in 2020 in a VH1 documentary called My True Scam Story. Despite the pain she experienced, Jennifer says she's never given up on love, and she's now betting on love again. Jennifer is ready to walk down the aisle for a second time. Her engagement to financial investor and her fiancé, Christian Gold, and we're going to follow it all along. But first, before we get to the wedding, we got to find out how it all went down. Please welcome Jennifer Williams to the show. You got engaged in August. Congrats.
I did. Top of Virgo season.
Oh, top of Virgo season. I'm a Virgo too. You know, I have to tell you, I love the reaction when you announced the engagement. Our mutual friend Vivica A. Fox, Shawnee, you know, said comments. Everybody came in and said how happy they were for you. Angela Yee, and I think it's because you've been so honest and real about, you know, love is not a straight line. It is. Got its ups and downs and turns you never saw coming.
No, it's not. And honestly, I just feel like I'm a reality person, and you have to tell your truth because people see right through it. And unfortunately, I've been in some bad relationships. I've been in some good ones too, but I just think it's important to just share your story, because you never know who you're affecting or how someone else can learn from you.
I thought what you talked about, you said respect is something you haven't always had in past relationships. Tell me about that. Listen, I think, again, this story and your journey resonates because we've all had our hearts broken in different ways. And to not give up on love, and to be so specific to say, I haven't always had respect.
Right. So I think, one, abuse comes in many different forms.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's emotional and how people speak to you. And so one thing I love about my relationship with Christian, we have respect for each other. Granted, we're going to disagree about things, but the way you speak to someone, it is everlasting.
When did you come to the realization that, you know, I have to do the work that I need to do to make sure this doesn't happen in another relationship?
So I was like, okay, why am I attracting all of these horrible people in my life? I mean, let's just, you know, be real. And so honestly, I had to really talk to God. And I had to say, I was like, okay, what am I doing? And please just guide my steps. And one thing I asked for was discernment. And so I asked God to prepare me and to prepare my king. And I was very specific about the things that I wanted.
You said discernment. What were you looking for in that?
Well, I think I just didn't have good discernment at the time, because I really thought these men that I was dating, they were genuine like me, because I just felt like, okay, I'm genuine, I should be attracting that. But I really was not, because they were not with me for the right reasons. So I asked for discernment. I'm like, okay, this next person, I need somebody, one has to co-sign and just give me discernment.
I love that, because you don't know sometimes what you are looking for, and to sit with yourself and say, this is what I need in my life it then leads to hopefully that coming and having the faith that it will come.
Yes.
And I think that's an important part of love. You just can't be like, I just want somebody. You have to say,
No, you have to do
I
the
want
work.
these very specific things, because if you just want somebody, anybody comes in.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. When we come back, Jennifer's fiancé Christian Goal and going inside their wedding plans in Paris, of all places. Beautiful. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, so I went to go see Tony Ward and they have some beautiful pieces in the showroom. It was definitely given Paris couture, you know, like that's what I was looking for, to pull from something and get inspiration. So they obviously didn't have everything in the showroom, but the lady said she would send me some lookbooks.
That was a clip from Jennifer Williams' YouTube series called Life with Jennifer and CG, where she and her fiancé Christian Goal give viewers a behind-the-scenes look at their upcoming nuptials in Paris. Please welcome Jennifer's fiancé Christian Goal to the show. Come on out, Christian! Oh my God! Oh, congratulations! Oh my God! Have a seat. Okay, let's just get to it. Right to it. Jennifer, you are a dynamic and beautiful 48-year-old goddess.
Yes. Keep going, keep going.
And this is an 18-year difference in age. Christian, you are a handsome 30-year-old.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you got a grown woman. Jennifer had never Jennifer had never dated someone with an age gap like this. Was it something on your mind in the relationship? Because obviously she could be 22 and has a vivacious and vibrant life, but real talk, it crosses someone's mind, the age difference.
For sure. Tamron, I've tried young. And, you know,
Younger than, you mean like
yes, around my age and
Yeah.
also younger, and it's always been toxic.
Really?
And it's because of just me doing the inner work with myself. We just can't relate. Like, I always, you know, I go by the mind first. Like, if you can penetrate the mind, the body will follow. Right? So if a woman can't stimulate my mind, then, you know.
What was it about Jennifer that made you know, like, this is the relationship, excuse me, that I need and want?
Well, first, my mother, right? I come from a very praying mother, praying grandmother. And my mother told me, she said, son, you're going to marry someone significantly older than you.
Oh, they told you that from a prayer?
My mother told me this.
Oh, my God.
First off, and
I need to call your mother.
and second, you know, our first date was 6 hours long.
6 hours?
Yeah,
Where was your first date?
No, boo.
That's her favorite
Oh, at the
spot.
sushi
so,
restaurant.
Yeah.
So you go, but that's a long time for I'm sure the hosts were like, are they leaving? We got another table.
Well, we started at the bar, and then we ended up at a table. And honestly, the conversation, it just flowed. There was no awkward silence. I felt like I had known him forever. It was just, we were just very familiar with each other.
Yeah.
You heard Jennifer talk, and she's talked about this publicly, wanting respect in the relationship.
Yes.
And wanting, and in her prayer was discernment. You, I'm sure, knew a little bit about her. I mean, she's been on our TVs for a very long time. It's hard sometimes to live up to expectations, and you knew she wanted a real relationship.
Yes.
When you were proposing, I'm assuming you were like, I'm up for this. I don't want to see her hurt again. I don't want to see this play out like so many other relationships on TV.
I knew a month in that Jennifer was the one. And I told Jennifer when we were dating, I said, I'm not here to waste your time.
Oh.
You know, that's one thing we can't get back. So, you know, I've always wanted something. You know, I look up to my older brother, and he's been married for 10 years, and he has doubt. Of course, they deal with the doubt and all that stuff, but I've been ready, right? Because I've seeked therapy and I've done the inner work.
Because you've been open about having had, you spent time.
Yes, in prison.
In prison.
Yes.
You said you turned your life around during that time. and you have, and everyone, redemption, everyone deserves an opportunity to get it right. And I read on Instagram, you said, I would never shy away from telling my story. If I can overcome hitting rock bottom, you can too. So you, like Jennifer, you've leaned into the mistakes that, even big mistakes, you can recover from.
Yes, yes.
What has it taught you to have healthy love in this relationship?
First off, Jennifer brings me so much peace. And that's very important in a relationship, you know, to be able to just come home and it be home and, you know, not be, because we, especially as black men, we deal with so much in the world anyway when we wake up, right? So being able to come home and she's just peaceful and we just know, we get on each other's nerves sometimes, but that's, you know, that's love,
that's
right?
love,
but,
right.
you know, it's amazing. Like, I've never loved this way. Like,
oh, wow.
It's a safety blanket. It's a security, and I reciprocate that as well. I make sure she's safe. I pray over her every single day. Her mental health, right? So, yeah,
Well, I know. Okay, so the wedding is coming up. Have you picked your dress out?
I have not. We just literally got back from Paris on Friday.
You're in Paris and you didn't find a dress, ma'am?
No, because here's the thing. I don't want to be the typical bride. I don't want, like, you know, the white ballerina dress. I want something different because we're getting married in Paris, so I want...
So the wedding is in September in Paris.
Yes.
The clock is ticking on finding the dress.
ticking.
And I need, like, 4 dresses because we're having different activities.
You're getting 4 dresses?
Well, not 4 wedding dresses,
Right.
but we have like a welcome party. Then I'm wearing something for the ceremony, changing at the reception. Then we have a brunch.
Okay.
So that's about 4.
Well, I better let you go. You gotta go get your shopping in. Well, congratulations. I'm happy for both of you. Thank you, Jennifer.